Many of you want to do what it is I do. You want to be a faith-based counselor, you want to work in mental health, or you want to help the hurting. And I commend you for that. It's a noble call, but it is a call above everything. That means that there is a compelling force in your life that you desire to do nothing else but this. And you're not doing it for any of the reward. You're simply doing it because it's a mission that's been assigned to you. You see, one of the dangers in doing helping work is that you think you'll be rewarded for it. And is there a form of reward in showing up and investing in a life? It is, but you don't do it for that. There's not a scoreboard in here, because the danger becomes that if everything becomes a win for you, then you begin to feed on the work. And that can become a sickening thing if you're not careful. That's a whole thing there that I'm sharing with you. But here's a couple things that I want you to think about if you want to get into the mental health slash counseling world. First of all, when you're called into the pain and depravity of people's lives, you need to know that this is closer to doing sewage work and cleaning toilets than it is the glamorous life that it might feel like it is. Here's what I tell prospective counselors: you will experience hurricane forced winds in here because people will open up their lives and share stuff they haven't shared with anybody. Some of the most beautiful people in the world will sit in my office and literally shock me at the struggle that they have experienced in their life. Can you withstand those types of winds? Are you rooted? And the rootedness comes through Christ alone, saving you, giving you his strength and his resilience. Education alone will not give you the capacity to sit in the struggle and the hurricane forced winds on a daily basis. Okay, if I haven't scared you off yet, then it gets better. You see, people, even church people, even ministry led people, will share shameful things to you. Shameful acts, shameful, disgusting things that they bring in. I'm no judge, I'm simply keeping it real with you. This isn't just anxiety help, and this isn't just stress help. People have done horrendous, heinous things, and you will hear that, and it can impact your soul. So there is a tremendous amount of resilience work, faith work, and you got to kind of keep your hope in mankind afloat, because people will begin to challenge and test your hope for people. Is it a hard work? It is. Is it a necessary work? It is. But you need to know you're called. That means you don't have plan B. This is what you want to do. You know that you crave the study of this. People are fascinating, and the study of people is endless. There's more education and stuff to study about the world of mental health counseling, especially from a faith-based perspective. It's amazing. The brain health and all of that. If you are ravenously hungry to learn that, that's great. You might become an influencer in that. But to sit in the mess, in the muck of a person's life, here's one of the things I've found with many of my clients. A lot of them have their problems, and sometimes people don't want to get better. Sometimes people just want to complain and they just want to vent. That's not all my clients, so don't get offended if you're one of them. I'm not talking about you. But our society, does it really want to get better? I mean, have you seen the self-help section in the library lately or in the bookstore? It's immense. And have we gotten any better? No. Why? Counseling is at an all-time high. People aren't getting better because people like their mess. People wear anxiety as a badge of honor. They wear counseling as an identity piece. But there are people who come in here and they're hungry to improve. And that's a fascinating thing. They've got a struggle they can't fix, especially in couples therapy. When you meet those people, this can be a thrill and a delight. But when you meet a hard-headed person that simply doesn't want to do the work, and that's most of us, that can be a frustrating thing. Like a coach to a player, the player doesn't want to run the drills, the player won't get better. And as a counselor, I've learned I can't want it more than my people. But if you want to do this work, there has to be a relentless desire to study people, a craving for education, a deep spiritual longing to see people find life in Christ, along with the helps of psychological manuals, along with brain health study. There's so much available. But know that you can't hook your identity to this work to make you important or matter. No, this work is done in secret places, behind the scenes, where people don't look, and it's the shadow self of people. They'll bring that in, and they will literally tell you things that will blow your hair back. If you think you can do that on a daily basis, one after another, after another, after another, and not lose your faith in humanity, then you might be called to be a Christian counselor. If not, you may want to sell cars or do something else for a living. Here's the deal. Dr. Diane Langberg, she's my guru. She's one of the greatest people, 50 years in trauma work, in the deepest work. She believes that the world of faith-based counseling is the next greatest mission field in the 21st century. Many are called, but few are chosen. If you're chosen to join into this profession, then we welcome you. If you think you are, that's great. I will try to talk you out of it, because I don't want anybody signing up for this that this work would eat them. Imagine being in this room, hearing the hardest things you've ever heard in your life, and offering tools to folks. It can be awesome, but it can also be difficult. You heard it here.